Hello everybody. So in this short video, in case you missed my presentation, is about some tips and tricks when you're working in Illustrator to create art for two different artboards. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and move myself down here. This is my finished example here, but I also created a third artboard because I wanted to show you how you can duplicate elements from your poster and bring them on over to your social media artboard. Again, with your social media artboard, you're going to be resizing and reformatting and configuring things, and you may need to leave a few things out as well in order to keep it clean and concise and not too busy. All right, so my suggested workflow is to simply copy things, but you want to do it more intelligently. So that's what I'm going to try my best to convey to you guys. So I have a layer here that has all my elements in here for social media. That's this one. We're going to be doing something similar. I also stuck all of my layers that I'm using for my poster in here so I don't get mixed up. There's so many layers now that it's so easy to get confused and lose things or not know where things are. So although I'm not a stickler about layer organization in this class, that's for Adobe Visual, I don't want you to get confused. All right, so let me show you what I did. So first thing is I just create a new parent layer, and there it is right there. It's blank. Okay, so I'm going to go to my background, and I'm going to select it. So there's my background gradient. So what happened was oops, we'll go ahead and scroll down a little bit, select it again. There it is right there. Now these little targets on the right-hand side shows you what's active. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on it. It's inside a parent layer as well, and I'm going to duplicate that layer into my top layer that I've placed up here. So once you have it selected and you know where it is, you're going to hold down the Alt key. So I'm going to hold down that Alt key, click my mouse, and I'm going to drag. And drag it inside of my new layer that I made on top. I'm going to let go. As you can see, the original item is still where it was at, but now I have a duplicate way here on the top. There it is. So all I got to do is move it over. So I'm going to take my selection tool, click and drag. There it is. Whoops, try that again. There. And then I'm going to just size it, and there we go. And then I'm going to build everything else inside of this new layer group. So for example, if I want to have my spring splash over here, and I do because I already did it, I'm just going to go back here, find them. Well, let me back up a little bit. I'm just going to select it, hold down my Shift key, because these are two separate things. I didn't want to make it in one line because I thought that was boring. Notice how both items are selected, and down here, both my targets are selected here. There's my spring splash. So I'm just going to select them both, holding down my Alt key again, clicking, dragging. There they are. So now I have two copies. I'm going to target both of these. They're both now targeted. With my selection tool, I'm just going to drag it. Notice how it's a copy. Now there's other ways to do this too. I'm showing you this way so you have a whole separate list of items that are inside of a new layer for your social media layout. That will keep you sane later on. Otherwise, it's going to get a little crazy. So there we go. Now notice that's too big, so I'm going to hold down my Shift key to restrain my proportions, shrink it down, and so on. So you're going to build your social media art from your original poster just by duplicating elements and then reshaping them, reworking them, and making it fit right. Once you're all done and you're like, okay, I think this is great, everything's aligned, it's clean, but it's exciting to look at, I'm ready to export. let's do that. So I have 3 artboards here. You will only have 2. FYI. You're going to go to the File menu, and you're going to choose Export, and you're going to choose Export for Screens. Now remember, I did say that I have 3 artboards. You will have only 2. The first thing you're going to do is make sure that you see both of your artboards on here, and make sure that they're checked. So I got a check mark here, I got a check mark there, and I'm going to check this one here, because I have 3 artboards. Next is you're going to tell Illustrator where to export those PNGs to. Really important. So you're going to look over here in the middle portion, click on this folder icon. You're going to browse to your midterm folder that you've already made, and make sure it says PNG here, and just choose Export Artboards. Boom, there they are. Remember guys, you're creating a folder to upload to me. So once you're ready, you should have already done this, but you'll create a folder, and this will be named your name. Inside of there, you're going to place your artboards that you've exported, plus you're going to give me your Adobe Illustrator file, so I can open that up. Oops. And also your Photoshop files. Now, or file. You should only have 1 file. So you're going to give me Photoshop file, Illustrator file, and your 2 exports. So they're going to be 4 items altogether. Make sure that goes into your folder with your name on it, and that is what's going to be dragged and dropped onto the link on the bottom of our Midterm page. So guys, have fun with this. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help, and enjoy. Good luck, guys.